Good morning, students. We all discussed about Newton's first law of motion and second law of motion. The first law of motion gives us the information about the force, that force is the factor that causes the change in state of rest or state of motion. That means what is the effect of force? It is the qualitative information of force, and it is given by the first law of motion. Now the second law of motion gives us the measurement of force. That means the quantitative value of force, the quantitative measurement of force. Okay, so from the second law we found that the force is equal to mass into acceleration. Now come to the third law, Newton's third law. This is in the chapter 3D. So the third law of motion gives us that what is the effect or how the force is act on the object, okay, where it is applied. So the statement of the Newton's second third law of motion is like that. See, to every action there is a equal and there is an equal and opposite reaction, and this is the statement of the third law of motion. Some of the example, if you see those example, first example, see this one, hammering a nail. You can take this example, okay, hammering a nail. So instead of nail, suppose instead of nail, if we take hammering on a tire, okay, a tire of a truck. So just think that whenever you hammer on the tire of a truck, then what happened? The hammer will return back. The hammer will return back to the by the same force. That means, see here it is mentioned that force exerted on the nail it is given. So suppose we take the force exerted on the tire, okay na, in the place of nail we have taken tire na, by the hammer. Then what happened? The same force exerted by the tire, okay, but now it is in the opposite direction, in the backward direction, the same force is applied. So what we found, whatever the action is done by the hammer, the same reaction is given by the tire, as we have taken tire. So tire, I have taken the example of tire because it is a easier example to understand, okay. So whenever you hammer a tire, a rubber tire, then the hammer will return back in the back direction, in the opposite direction, with the same force. Whatever the force you are giving to the tire by the hammer, by striking the hammer, the same force is applied by the tire on the hammer, and the hammer will return back with the same force. So this is, for every action there is a equal and opposite reaction. Some other example, see here, this one is one of the example. This one is rocket, okay, a rocket. Inside the rocket, okay, the fuel is burned and this produces the gases, and the gas released by the nozzles, here the nozzles are present. So whenever the gas is released by these nozzles, okay, these nozzles, then the gases exert a pressure in the vertically downward direction, okay na, in the downward direction. So here the gases, whenever the gases are released by the nozzles, they exert a pressure, and pressure is nothing but the force in the force of the action of force in the unit area. So whatever the action is done in the downward direction, the same reaction is here on the upward direction, and this rocket will go upward, okay. Suppose you take some easier example, like suppose a balloon is inflated with air, okay na, and suddenly you leave the nozzle of the balloon, then what happened? The balloon will release the air present inside it, and the air, whenever it is released, it will exert a pressure in the downward direction, and this causes the upward movement of the balloon, okay. So there is a action by releasing the gas, by releasing the air from the balloon, and the reaction is the upward movement of the balloon. So there is a, what say, see this one, this line, this statement, for every action, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Now the best example, the best experimental determination of experimental proof of Newton's third law of motion is, let's see. Now see this one, see the, here for the experiment to prove the Newton's third law of motion, we have two spring balances, okay. See here the iron stand is, and one of the spring balance is fixed here on the iron stand. Okay, let's see, this one is the other spring, and then see, it is pulled. Okay, so you will say that whatever the action is done, okay, toward this direction, the same reaction is toward this direction. Okay, see this movement you can see. Okay, so you will find at every time, you will find every time the this force, whatever the reading here, is equal to this reading. That means whatever the, you can tabulate all the exertion, okay na, and you can measure it. You will find whenever whatever the action of force is equal to, see, these are the same values. Okay, these are same values. Okay, it is like, so you will find that all the actions is equal to same but opposite direction, in opposite direction. See, this one minus is given here. Okay, so this is the experiment. Okay, now you can see there is one more example when a shot is fired from a gun and the gun recoiled. See, so there is an this is the example of Newton's third law of motion. Let's see in this picture, here we have the gun which is fired a bullet. Okay na, so this one is the bullet, you all can see here, this one is the bullet. Okay, so when the bullet is fired, okay, so this gun applied a force on the bullet and the bullet is fired, the same force is toward this, the reaction is toward this, to recoil the gun. Okay, this is also one of the example. Now one more example here, see, it is in the question number 7 of your textbook. See, when you step, see, let me read the question. It is, when you step ashore from the stationary boat, it tend to leave the shore. So it is only because, see here, this foot is applying a force. See, he is applying a force. See this one, the answer is written here, by stepping a boat. See, by stepping a boat, when the man exert a force, that is the action, the force of reaction causes him to step off his, see, step off the boat, and see, by this force he step out the boat, and the boat is inclined to leave the shore because the same force is applied by the by the man on the boat. So the action is done toward this. Okay, see this one, the action is done toward this, actually the action is done toward this direction, and this one is the reaction. Okay, that means this force is applied by his foot toward this direction. See this one, this foot applied a force, so this causes the, this force applied by this foot is causes the backward movement of this boat. Okay na, and the reaction is the man step aside here on the shore. Now see, there are only two numericals. The first one is, a boy pushes a wall, okay, with a force of 10 Newton toward the east. What is the force exerted by the wall on the boy? So simple, it is equal to the same force, the reaction is equal to the same action, that is 10 Newton, but it is in the opposite direction. See, opposite direction mentioned here. Okay, so if it is opposite direction, so first it is applied toward, the action is toward east, then the reaction is toward west. Now see the second numerical we have in the figure, a block of weight of 50 Newton is hanging from the rigid support. So here the weight causes the action toward this. Okay, okay na, and see what is the force exerted by the see, it is written that a block of weight, yes, hanging by a rigid support. So what is the force exerted by the block on the string? So obviously the block is of weight 15 Newton, so the force exerted by the block on the string is 15 newtons. Okay, and in the second point it is written that string on the block. So as if, see, we have the figure here, see this one is the picture. Okay, so the tension is vertically upward and the weight is vertically downward. So this one is the action, which is the action caused due to the weight, and the tension is the reaction which is on the string, and both are opposite to one another with the same magnitude of force, that is 15 Newton. So this is complete. Thank you.